ahead, keep plodding on. And inch by inch your road will shorten, till all your roughest patches will be done and gone. And you'll look back surprised to find that you'll have left so many miles behind, and soon your tedious climb will stop, and you'll stand triumphant at the top. Each one of us will be faced with challenges every day, and sometimes we will fail. Learn from your failures. Be smarter, stronger, and better at what you do. Don't let the fear of failing keep you from conquering your mountains. Think of a time when you were faced with a challenge. Did you give it your all? Did you try and try again until you were successful? In a quote by John Wooden, he says, "Failure is not fatal, but failure to change might be." If you have a bad habit of giving up when things get hard, change now. It is never too late to change. Imagine a world that never progressed. Imagine if everybody gave up as soon as something got hard. There would be no doctors, no ranchers, no cars, no cell phones. We wouldn't even have electricity. In an interview, a young reporter asked Thomas Edison about his creation of the electric light bulb. The reporter says, "Mr. Edison, I understand it took you over a year to perfect the electric light bulb, and over 5,000 attempts. How does it feel to have failed 5,000 times? Edison looks up at the reporter and says, "Failed 5,000 times? I did not fail. I successfully found 5,000 ways that did not work." Each trial Edison was faced with, he viewed as a stepping stone instead of an obstacle. In life, we're often faced with opportunities that we don't take because we are afraid to fail. In a book, Alexander Lockhart says, "Failure and mistakes are the dues we pay to understand the value of our success." Think about it. You mean I'm supposed to fail? I'm supposed to struggle? I'm supposed to overcome challenges? The answer is yes. Failure is inevitable. Failure is a good thing. Failure helps us grow. I'm not going to rollerblade. I'll fall. I'm not going to run for a state office. I don't have what it takes. I'm not going to finish my math homework. It is just too hard. All of these are examples of opportunities we don't take because we are afraid to fail. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret, but don't tell anybody. I failed. A lot. Like more than just that one time when I was 3. I failed so many times I cannot count. And look at me. I'm still here. By a show of hands, who here has failed? I want everyone to look around. Each and every one of you has taken a task and failed. Each and every one of you has stepped up to something difficult in life and not succeeded. In a story by Tim Elmore, he says, "Each one of us has 86,400 seconds in each day to use or abuse. Opportunity is something you can't get back once it is gone." My first ski experience, I learned quickly that I did not like to crash. My short 5 feet runs progressed slowly from 5 to 10 until I made it down that hill. Of your 86,400 seconds in each day to use them taking an opportunity, trying new things, and always bettering yourself. I wish that I could tell you guys, after my first ski experience, I loved the sport, but I didn't. I kept practicing for 10 more years with my dad and still did not get any better. But instead, I looked at my other opportunities to snowboard and excel in another sport. And I still crashed a lot, but I never gave up. If you're not crashing, you're not trying. Think of this in your everyday life. This simply means if you're not failing, you're not trying new things. When something gets easy for you, try something harder. Take a harder math class. Try a new CDE. Ski down a steeper mountain. And always seek improvement. Nevada FFA, strive to be better. Don't let the fear of failure keep you from conquering your mountain. And always remember, if you're not crashing, you're not trying.
Mackenzie, I know that I speak for the rest of us that you are really like the weird little sister we have in our family. Without you, none of this would have happened. You're the best organizer we have, and we really appreciate all the little things that you do for us. I can honestly say this year you've become one of my best friends, and we really appreciate everything that you do for us, and we love you. Thank you so much. We're going to have Caitlin and Kaylee present you with your jacket and returning buckle. I have the pleasure of turning the podium back over to your state president, Caitlin Sanders, for closing ceremonies. She's here sometime.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I do, Madam President. Everybody stay seated after the session so we can take the state picture, please.
Did everybody hear that? Stay seated after the state picture? That way, or what? Well, stay seated after the session so we can take the state picture. Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now come before this meeting? We're about to adjourn this meeting of the 83rd Nevada FFA State Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag.